In the last episode of Cyclone Mine to Grandmaster, we broke a new record. We beat our highest MMR player yet, almost 5.8k I believe. We also discovered an incredible cheese I want to try again. Today's episode we're going to be starting at 5312. Let's see how far we can get. Alright, oh my goodness, first game of the day against the 5-7 Zerg. Now that is instantly going to be the highest Zerg we've played against so far. I'm trying to turn this guy's name backwards to see if it's maybe a name written backwards. I've never seen this guy, though I feel like if someone is 5.7k on the European server, I should probably know who they are. So this is definitely going to be a Smurf or an alternate account of someone. I guess Smurf is not the right word, I guess alt. Do people still use the word alt? I guess they do. It's another account anyway. It's actually it's a bit of a funny disconnect between like pro gamers and like more casual players. I want to say is that I feel like casual players more use Smurf as like someone who is, you know, deliberately in Bronze League, for example, playing against lower level players. Whereas if a pro gamer says they're using a Smurf, they quite literally just mean another account. Like if people play on their Barcone, they'll call it a Smurf. But I feel like this is actually pretty far away from each other. So I wonder when it happened that these definitions, you know, grew so far apart. Now, how am I going to beat a 5-7 Zerg? I do think we got a good map. I am going to be able to play a nice macro game here, I want to say. Maybe I could even get this gold base at some point. I mean, my focus is going to be on denying the economy rather than, you know, taking good fights. Because I feel like we noticed in a few other episodes that, you know, I was able to beat Zerg. My TVZ actually looked pretty decent. But in the end, whenever I took a fight, it looked a bit rocky. You know, it was really not quite what I was going for. So I think denying the eco and maybe forcing him to take fights into me so I can trade better is probably a better way of going about it. Now, I think I'm actually going to start with a Marine here because I played Barracks first instead of Gas first, so I'm going to get a little bit less gas. And then, I'm actually going to be able to play a very economic opener from this. I'm going to be able to get a third CC pretty fast, though I think I might actually have to get, you know, my second gas before my third command center, which is going to hurt my progress a little bit, but it is what you have to do. Obviously, I'm not allowed to make many more other units than Cyclones and Widowmines, right? Besides the first few Marines and stuff. So now we are playing as the Hatch first, which is very nice. Means we don't have too much to worry about here. Let me just check if he's going to take a third base. But like, actually, Zergs would rather take this one than this one, I would imagine. So, but I'm actually not 100% sure which Zergs would take. I feel like recently I've not been paying attention to it too much. I'm just scouting if the third is there, and that's it. But I haven't really checked whether they take this third base more than the other on the new maps, for example. Probably something I should be paying a little bit more attention to, because now, let's say Zergs take this base every single time instead, I would look a little bit silly standing here denying this third base that no one takes anyway. So, but I guess we'll see. Now I'm gonna make one Cyclone, and then I'm gonna take my third. Well, actually, I need to make the orbital first. I don't think I'm gonna make anything else besides this one Cyclone before my third base, though. Else it's gonna be a little bit too late on a big map. Now there is still no third base on that location, but what Zergs usually do is they put this Overlord here, and then on the maps where they have a choice. Oh, so it's actually not taking it. But usually what they do is they just check where your SCV is going, and then they take the other third base so you can't block it, basically, right? That's what they do with that Overlord there. Now, the fact that there's no third at 3 minutes 10 in the game, I think when I scouted, very suspicious. Like, I think you guys might see it a bit more frequently on the ladder, but this is a very, very late third base, so I should be able to kill that with a Cyclone. There we go. And then I'm gonna go... I think I should actually go for my Drilling Claw Mine Drop strategy rather than going for mass Cyclones. I feel like it's the best way to do economic damage. And then after I get economically ahead, I can start going mass Cyclones, denying the bases, taking more bases myself. And I feel like that way the game should come together nicely. Also gonna take these gases very fast. If you do want to play Drilling Claw Mine Drop openers, you actually need so much gas, because you're basically making the same tech as always, plus another factory, plus an armory, plus the Drilling Claw research. Like, it actually does get a little bit crazy. And then I could actually get a reactor on my starport. It sounds a little bit silly, but maybe it's actually a decent idea. Now, I'm still wondering what this base was about, though. Like, the base timing was so late. I was pretty sure I was gonna see like 2 base roaches or something. So it's just like Is this some kind of weird Nidus build, maybe? I really don't know, guys. He's playing incredibly safe. My build was actually... I know it was weird, right? He sees a Cyclone, and he's probably like, what on earth are you doing? Why do you have a Cyclone against Zerg? But... it's... You know, it's not like I'm being super aggressive. Like, you could have probably just proceeded as normal without having to be afraid. So now I'm kind of in the phase where I could mind game myself. There are very little drones there, but he did have a few. That is important to note. Like, it definitely could have been 0 drones as well. So I would guess he was probably just scared, but is playing a normal game. Like, you don't want to psych yourself out too much. If I'm really going to read into every detail, then at some point I will just go insane probably and end up owning myself a little bit. So I think I'm just going to stick to this verdict. I mean, Cyclones are pretty good defensively anyway. I do need to keep in mind, though, because I'm making drilling claws, I actually do not have mag field. So these Cyclones are actually not going to be particularly impressive against the roaches. Like, normally Cyclones, they shred the roaches. In this case, without mag field, I am actually not so sure. I think I'm going to go out there. He did see my medevac. He probably doesn't know what's inside. He's only seen Cyclones so far, so he's probably like, what on earth is in that medevac? I mean, most of the time it's Marines, but Widowmines is also not that crazy. Oh, that drilling claw timing is pretty sick though, isn't it? It's actually going to finish right as I'm actually coming in here. That's fantastic. I'm going to get you over there. And we're going to boost in here. Wait, there's a... Guys, he doesn't have a spore. That is actually a little bit of insanity here. Okay, very nice. Yeah, if he doesn't have a spore, he's actually going to struggle to deal with this a little bit. So that is fantastic news. Still no spore. I mean, he is making a crap ton of roaches though. So I'm kind of worried I might have to keep my units at home, maybe, or my Widowmines at home, maybe. Like, the economic damage is great. If we keep going like this, it's gonna be nice. But this guy, like, did he take the gold or something? Yeah, I feel like he just doesn't have enough stuff. Okay, oh, this is gonna hit so hard. There we go. Let's target all of them. Ah, beautiful. All right, let's get them all saved as well. No upgrades yet to be seen, so I can't really read into his plans for the future, really. Yeah, I think I might as well fly over the gold. I mean, I feel like I would have expected it faster if he wasn't Zerg, but Zergs just don't really take gold bases like that. Like, they take them later, but all of his stuff is really late, so I'm just gonna double check here. No, it is indeed not there. Yeah, I do think he's playing a very strange opener. Like, keep in mind, this is a very high MMR Zerg player, so... I personally, I would have expected something really streamlined, but instead it seems like a little bit of a weird one here. Now, one thing I actually need to do is... Ooh, there's a big army. Well, I actually have little Cyclones here. That's pretty good. Maybe I can do this. All the Widowmines? Oh, the Widowmines are actually doing good here. Wow. Yo, not bad, actually. That's incredible. Now, I don't have mag field, which really sucks. I do think I lost a few Cyclones to the bios that I probably shouldn't have lost. So that's a little bit annoying. Is he gonna pick that up? There we go. I mean, I'm actually gonna clean up everything he has here, guys. The Ravagers are dead. Well, I didn't even see that bio. I don't think it really landed, but... I mean, that was also a fantastic trade for us somehow. I kind of thought it should have been terrible, but instead, it was actually pretty sick. And now I have... Oh my god, I have so many, guys. I have 3 medevacs, or is one of those SCVs? No, I hope not. Is this one SCVs? No. I have fucking 3 medevac drops, guys. That's actually going to be insane. So, okay, so he's going to go for another attack. I do need to keep a few Widowmines at home. But besides that, I think this is actually looking very good somehow. I feel like I haven't really done that much, but it's still looking very good. Gonna burrow the red HP Widowmine there. Can't really hurt. Maybe make a sensor tower here as well. Let's see. He does have a spore by now, which is good for him. Let's see. Oh, that actually does suck. Maybe it's... Oh, it's probably still gonna get a shot off, which is nice. There we go. And then... We are being attacked here, but I have a lot of stuff. Let's see, he might not counter this one properly. Oh yeah, he does have a crap ton of Zerglings here and stuff, so I need to be very careful. I mean, I already killed all of his links pretty much, so that's really good. Oh, I got the Overseer, that's big. Let's freaking go. Now I'm getting some really nice lock-ons here. Gonna get a few Ravagers for my trouble. Probably should have saved... Oh, wait, that Widowmine actually hit. I didn't even see that Widowmine there at that point, but that felt like it was a massive hit. Now he's gonna lose all of his Ravagers again. Get these back in here. What sucks here is that I actually misclicked the SCVs. So it was actually harder to... Oh, no, wait, huh? Now I'm actually confused what I did. I just had a bunch of SCVs clicked on one SCV in my natural, and I thought it was the SCVs that I evacuated, but instead those were in my main. So now I'm just really wondering, like, what were those SCVs in my natural doing exactly? Well, I guess it doesn't matter too much. I mean, I have 80 SCVs now, feeling very comfortable. Did a lot of eco damage. Realistically, he could have the base on the right side too. So his eco is probably not too far off for mine. I would need mine. Oh, actually, I never got any armor upgrades. That would be nice. Let's see. What's he building? He has a few upgrades, but not really that many. I think the first thing I should do here is get this to be a planetary fortress. And then... I don't know. I'm pretty much maxed, right? Well, I wouldn't call 166 maxed, but I feel like at this point I can move out and get like a decent trade. Let's actually get rid of that overlord in case a fat Nidus kills me. At some point, that would be unpleasant, right? See, I don't see any units here. Probably, yeah, he does have the watchtower. So I'm just going to be able to check on this right side base here. Scariest thing I get... Well, he also doesn't have this. Huh. Banelings, okay. I can deal with that. I mean, I have so many Cyclones here. I can actually just... Oh, I do need to burrow this. Let's see if I can get a nice target fire. In the middle one. Yeah, perfect. Oh, okay. I'm glad he didn't jump on that. I actually didn't intend to move all my Cyclones back, but I guess I pressed the wrong hotkey there. Now here I'm gonna do a little bit of a greedy move maybe, because Cyclones are not that great against Zerglings. Well, actually, since I have so many... Oh, he has Infestors now, okay. Yeah, this is good. Like, I need to keep the economy low for him. That's the main point here. Oh, I wish I had a scan for this. This is actually unfortunate. Okay, so here we're just gonna do a bunch of micro, try to get some decent trades, since my eco is so good. I mean, I'm actually trading quite well against these units here. Oh my god, I had a lot. Whoo, look at that. Gonna dodge the bios. And then I'm gonna run away and focus on this drop in the main here. There we go. Probably get this one. Oh, this one should have been in the natural. Yeah, I'm actually trading well despite all of that. Do a little bit of a split so the fungal doesn't hit too hard. Kill the remaining Zerg units. Oh! Dude, that was so close to being a massive hit, actually. That could have been enormous. Dude, this game has actually been pretty sick, guys. I feel like normally a Zerg at this LMR would kind of dunk on us, but for some reason, the exact opposite is happening here. And I'm not quite sure why, but I'm all for it, really. And one thing I did not manage to fit in my build is the upgrades. It would have been nice if I actually got my upgrades a little bit faster. Does he have this? No, he actually... I really want to look at this replay, guys, because I don't know what he did with his build. Like, I'm just surprised that there is just, like... His start was so weird. Like, he had, like, no eco. I feel like even without me doing damage, there was just, like, no economy here, which is crazy. Now, at this point, I'm 94 SCVs. I feel like if I deny just a little bit more eco, I'm already going to be pretty golden. And maybe I can actually already deny it. See, he's not going to kill that in time. Oh, he goes for the fungal, okay. But now I'm going to kill this base instead, which is obviously huge. That's like half of his economy at this point, so... There we go. That's a dead base. And we just back off again as always. Oh, the Widow Mine! Oh, I actually got an investor. No way. That's gross. Some splits. I actually doesn't have enough units here, so I can even go forward. Normally you run away from biles. Now I kite into them because I have too much stuff. And guys, that was an incredibly clean game for playing as a 5-7 Grandmaster, sir. I don't know how, but that was crazy. Now let's look what he did with his build order. So he went really fast Roach Warren and a really late third, like this is actually a very late third base, just to make 4 roaches, and then link speed, overlord speed, which he did he even use that? I mean, he did scout me at some point. Yeah, he did use it. Okay, double evo, bailing nest. Now he's spamming units at 53 drones. Well, actually not spamming units. He just made a few, or well, rather he just made the Ravagers. Let's see, he must have done something else quite weird. I mean, at this point his opener was already kind of bad. I think maybe what happened is as my mine drops came in, I think he probably... Yeah, exactly. This is what I was talking about. So when my mine drops came in, instead of remaking the drones, he actually made units instead. So you see he has 47 workers, and he has 16 of these roach units, plus a few Zerglings, and he's making 14 more links. He could have just had 66 drones again, I think, instead. But he lost... Oh, he actually lost 25. He did lose a lot to the mine drops. Yo, the mine drops actually went pretty hard. That's pretty crazy. All right, well... Fantastic warm-up game. Our new record when it comes to playing against Zerg. Let's go to game number 2. All right, there we go. A 5k Protoss player on Waterfall. Ooh, that's actually a little bit scary. I prefer my bigger maps when I'm playing Cyclone Widowmine, really. I feel like the early game might not be as strong. Though maybe I could go for... Guys, I have an idea. Do you guys remember the cheese I did in the last episode? It might actually be a sick idea to go for that cheese, but from home, basically, because it's such a small map. Though it is pretty risky. Excuse me, and I do not want to be conceding any MMR at this point. So I'm not 100% sure about doing it. I do definitely want to be aggressive no matter what, so I'm going to go with a gas first. And then as the game goes on, I'm going to be deciding what my builder is going to be exactly. Now, definitely going to go for a double gas as well, I want to say. Like, I think if you play on a small map like this, what I'm mostly scared of is cyclones are really good at poking. Really good at attacking in certain situations, at least. But if you're defending, they kind of suck. And the reason for that is that with a Cyclone, you lock onto a target, you run away, you lock on again, blah, blah, blah. But if you're defending here and Stalkers blink on top of you, you can run here and then you're stuck in a corner and then your entire... you know, existence is kind of, you know, not as useful anymore. It sounds a bit harsh to say. But yeah, if you're stuck in a corner with a Cyclone, then it's just not that great of a unit. So I want to play double gas here so I can put pressure on early before we get to a stage where they attack me instead. Now, there are some exceptions, of course, like... if we're playing against a 1-base all-in, for example, then I think Cyclones are actually going to be quite useful. Now, do I go for the Reaper or the Marine? I'm going to go for the Marine, I think. Just because it finishes a little bit faster. Probably going to want to float my factory or my barracks across for vision. And probably, yeah, I'm going to cut gas here as well. That seems very logical. While it is off. And what's really nice about TVP meta currently is that it's completely meta to open with double gas in a factory. Typically, you would go for Reaper Hellion, but still. If you scout, I want to say if you scouted a double gas a few years ago, you're like, oh my god, you know, full alert, we're getting all in, and you're going to prepare for stuff. Now, this probably just looks like a normal build to him. He might still overreact, because I do see that a lot against double gas. But I feel like this should, at least, I imagine people play a lot of meta around this MMR. A lot of proper meta builds from pro tournaments. So this should look completely normal to him. And his gameplay should also reflect that. You know, he shouldn't be doing anything too crazy. He should just be going for standard gameplay here. And then I'm going to see if I can actually poke him with the factory or with the barracks vision and the Cyclone. Now, we haven't been attacked yet. I guess that does make a lot of sense. That's like one adaptation you would make, I suppose, thinking about it. Like, if you move out with an Adept against a double gas, you're kind... okay, that's actually crazy. I mean, he is going to lose it, so that is going to work out very well for us. So that is good, and this is the reason why it's crazy, I guess. But even normally, if you don't go for a Cyclone, you would have 2 Reapers and a Hellion. And that's typically why you don't move the Adept across. And actually, since I killed that, I'm going to go right away. Now, this is a big advantage of this map being small, guys. Normally, I have to wait for like 2.5 Cyclones to finish before my factory arrives. Now it's actually already here. That's actually very nice. Or for my barracks too. I keep misspeaking. I hope I said barracks. When my barracks arrives is what I meant. Now, let's see if he has anything to defend. Does he have anything? Okay, he does have something. Yeah, he has a battery. Okay. Yeah, the battery is going to be tough to deal with, but it is what it is. There we get a lock on. He's going to micro out of it as expected. Actually got a decent amount of damage here. Damage the battery a little bit. Like, as soon as I get mag field, it's going to be way easier to trade. He's going to go for a second one. Here we go. Double lock on. Actually going to stay doing damage. There we go. Good micro by him so far. Nothing to complain about. Is my mag... oh, mag field is going to finish now. Then I'm going to be able to snipe one, I think. Yeah, he didn't expect that damage. Oh, yeah, you see the turbo overcharge came too late. That is fantastic. I guess I'm going to lock on again. There we go. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that can really out-damage that, but two Cyclones with backfield actually come very close. Oh, wait. Ah, he has the Prism. Ah, crap. Okay, the Prism just shuts us down completely, so now we have to run away. You guys are wondering why with the Prism you can just lift up the unit that gets locked onto by the Cyclone, and the lock-on is broken. So the Prism is going to be a pretty much hard counter here, and that's why I'm going to back off now. Especially, I don't know if he did, but he could have had Blink too, and then it would have been really scary. Now, I've been playing the same 3 factory style against Protoss for a while, and I'm still pretty confident in it. Now, at this point, I'm a little bit scared. Because realistically... Oh, it's a Robo Bay. Okay. Huh. I did not see that. Well, I mean, then it's definitely not Blink, but now I need to... That is actually pretty scary, you know. I don't think we've played against that so far. I think that's the first time we're actually meeting that fast Robo Bay. And to be fair, that is actually going to be a fantastic counter, but I feel like there's definitely room for him to mess it up. And the main reason is that... Oh, wait, no way he's doing that. Okay. No, he's insane, actually. Absolutely insane move. That is just crazy. There we go. Well, we're gonna get the Prism, which I'm very happy about. Now, doing that against Cyclone is so risky. I think he must have an observer near, so he also saw my Cyclones were there. But he did recall the Disruptor, so I guess he got away with it. But he did lose the Prism at the same time. Which means he now has to spend Robo time making the Prism again. Or, you know, he won't have another Prism. Now, I want to do some damage here, but I'm not quite sure if he's actually trying to get a third base or something. There we go. Oh, the micro is clean. There we freaking go. That's so many units dead. I can actually kill the Colossus now too with this can. I have so many Cyclones. Guys. Nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, wait. Did I kill the Disruptor actually? Don't lose the Prism. So you can micro easily. And Blink. And Blink is good. Well, I should probably, like, actually kill him before, like, typing to him. He might not actually be completely dead. GG. There we go. Always looking for advice. I love it when people ask me for advice, actually. It's a good sign for them that they're, like, trying their best to improve. I think in this case, actually, I could go over it quickly. So here, I would actually just go straight for the Colossus and not for the Prism speed, because, like I said, it was a bit of a crazy move when he came in with the Prism, because Cyclones with Macfield kill the Prism super fast, they kill Disruptors very fast. So here instead, if you go for Colossus with range, the reason why it's so good is because you can't get in range to lock on units without being zapped by the laser giraffe, basically, right? By the Colossus. So if you have a Colossus, there's basically just a no-go zone around your army. And in that way, you can attack, you can take your bases, your army is safe. But what happened here is he invested so much in Disruptor and Prism, lost the Prism. He basically only made one Prism with speed, which is... I actually don't know how much it's cost. I would guess it's maybe like 150 or so. So it's definitely quite pricey. And he could have just gotten the Colossus and the third base instead, macro out. Like, what I'm doing here is a pretty committed all-in. Now, he didn't scout it, but he should have known that my economy was not that great flying the barracks across with the Mac field, so he could have taken it easy. And like I said, Blink is also fantastic. You can blink back the Stalkers that get locked onto, and you have a pretty easy time. Anyway, that was it for game number 2. Let's go to game number 3. Alright, game number 3, another high MMR Zerg player. Fantastic, guys. I'm loving the challenge today. Now, I do have to say, for a few episodes, it looked like we were going to struggle with Cyclone Mine. Right now, it really feels like we figured out quite well. Like, the style against Protoss with the triple factory, I feel like in theory, it shouldn't be that strong, but it keeps working. And against Zerg, we've had a lot of dubs. I think Terran... also doing pretty good, right? I know we've had some tough games. We had some tough macro games against that one guy with the Cyrillic name, I guess. But I really feel like we're kind of coming together in this challenge. We actually figured out the meta for what we need to do, which is fantastic. I do still think the opening in Zerg is really awkward, by the way. Like, opening with a freaking Cyclone just to go for Drilling Claw mine drops and stuff like it. It feels very weird, but it is what it is. I do think when it comes to the macro games, we'd have it pretty figured out. The Drilling Claw mine drops are freaking awesome. And it's also really cool that in these challenges where you have 2 different units, it would be lame if one unit does all the work. But I feel like in TVZ, the Drilling Claw mine drops actually do so much of the work. Like, the Cyclones are cool, we kill the bases, but the Drilling Claw mine drops are really what allow us to play like a nice macro game. We have permanent harassment and stuff. And on the opposite side, I feel like in TVT we pretty much only play with the Cyclones, right? And in TVP we also definitely use them both. The mine drops didn't come into play last game, but I was going for it with that starport. But anyway, I'm quite happy with how this challenge has developed. Now, I think I'm just going to follow the same patterns as game number 1. I'm still wondering, by the way, at how long I want to keep this show going now, because we have reached Grandmaster, we're also winning a lot. Obviously, I would love to keep going until we start losing a decent amount, so we really know what our MMR is. But I think I might also just try to go for top 100 and then call it as well. Top 100, we should be maybe like 200 MMR away from it. That sounds like a really tough challenge. But yeah, I'm mainly just very excited to go to the next challenge as well. I'm always very excited for these next challenges, so we'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I didn't mention it yet today, but if you guys are enjoying this video, enjoying the content, or just like me, make sure to press the sub button, join the club, don't miss out on any more videos. And of course, if you're enjoying this video in particular, make sure to give it a like as well. Now, did I make... I don't think I made a second gas in that first game. Like, I really think my build was clean in that first game, and I don't think I made a second gas. I made it as soon as my base here was saturated, I believe. So I'm just going to stick to that, which... I mean, we're almost at that point already. I think this SCV should be it. Or maybe this one that builds the factory, actually. Okay, there we go. That is a more normally timed third base. So, sadly for us, our economy is not going to be quite as good in comparison to the Zerg game 1, where that guy did a really late third base. This looks like a little bit more like it, you know, a little bit more like a standard timing here. Then we get the orbital, and I'm going to make a 30C with this one. Rally this one into the gas, and this way we are going to have pretty easy, perfect saturation. Now, the reason I'm making this right here is just so I can fly to the third base instantly without any trouble. There we go. He's going for the SCVs, which means he is going to lose those Zerglings. Oh, actually misclicked there. So that's a really, really bad by me. That should have just been obviously 2 free Zerglings, but I lost an SCV for it. So that is completely my bad there. There we go. Oh, he does have link speed quite fast, by the way. That looked like it had link speed, and that's... What is that? That was only 3 minutes and 25 seconds or so. So that could be a potential link flood. I'm not sure how much I can read. Oh, there's a free overlord there. That's fantastic. I'm kind of surprised he's flying that in, because he... I think this might have actually been automatic by him, like just on autopilot. He saw a Cyclone, there was absolutely nothing to worry about, and it is a link flood. I managed to close the gates in time, so we are going to be slightly ahead from this, I think, which is fantastic. Well, I mean, he is going to kill a bunch of SCVs. Actually, he's not even really killing those. He's actually going to lose all the Zerglings for that. That was super good for me somehow. Okay. I mean, glad I read that link flood because of the speed timing, so that's the reason why my units were so safely up here. I feel like normally I might have had my Cyclone a little bit more down, but now I had a good read because of this link speed timing. So that's really nice for us. I think the next step is getting the armory here. Now, the one thing is, it is not like I can punish him now if he only makes drones. So normally this would put me pretty far ahead because I would have Hellions and I would be able to counterattack and most likely not do damage, but force him to make units, which is the damage, right? I wouldn't kill the drones myself, but I would force him to make units, which is a lot of damage if you are already low on drones. But here I can't really counterattack, so if he's smart, if he's playing this the proper way, he would just be making drones because he should know you can't move out with 3 Cyclones. Against a bunch of Zerglings, right? Like, it doesn't really work, so... yeah, I hope for him that he's doing that at least. For us, I hope he's making a bunch of extra safety Zerglings. No. Let's see. I guess... Yeah. No, actually, this looks pretty good. This pretty much looks like I was doing in the first game. So he's scouting again. I don't remember... Yeah, he saw the second factory, I believe, right? That timing would make sense that he saw it. At least I think so. Now, I did mess up my starport timing a little bit, because I feel like the last game I played against Zerg, my 4 mines finished exactly when my medevac finished, so obviously my mines are very far ahead now. I think I'm just going to use the time to already start my 3rd factory then. Obviously, we do need to kill them with the Cyclone Bulldozer at some point. Though I guess I can use some of these mines for kind of like a safety net in front of my base. Now, if you get caught, it's never going to be pleasant with Cyclones, but... I do think it's going to provide a decent safety net. At least maybe we'll get some big hits. And that's already better than losing all these Cyclones for free instead. Get this wall off to it. These spots are really sneaky. I feel like it's very easy to forget that you also need to put a depot there or they can fly in, you know? Can't forget about those. This needs to be burrowed as well. Okay, you can go there. One thing that I really like about Widow Mines is that they give map vision as well. I know it's very easy to just think all they do is kill units, but if you have a Widow Mine here... I will not just kill Lynx if they run by, but I will also scout the run by, like most importantly. Like I will be able to relocate my units and stuff, which is really important. Let's make one medevac here. Drilling claws is finished, I believe. Actually gonna... Oh, he's going for mutas. Yeah, okay. I actually realized before I scanned because of this gas over here. You would only take that many gases if you're going for mutas, I feel like, so... Now, yeah, I was gonna say, he probably has a lot of queens here. So I have to be careful because he saw me. Let's see. Wait, it's actually stuck there. Oh, no, wait, you don't actually... Yo, you don't actually fit there. No way. Okay, interesting. I didn't know. Okay, let's go into the main. I don't think I saw a spore, so this is actually just gonna be really nice for us. There we go. Get some decent hits maybe. Oh, I actually didn't kill anything really, so that's unfortunate for us. Now, mutas are not going to be the great against my composition of Cyclone Mine. So that's going to be really nice. Oh, it's going to be a nice hit, I think. Oh, good micro by him. Well done, Barcode. Now, I almost forgot to make an eBay here, by the way. So I was about to not be able to make turrets against the Mutalisks, but I actually am, so that's nice. He does have a lot of roaches. Seems like kind of like a... I wouldn't say all-in, but I feel like it's pretty close to an all-in playstyle if he's going to make a bunch of lair units rather than actually going up to hive tech, right? Banelings, roaches, and mutalisks. Seems like that's on the menu today. I haven't actually seen any mutas yet, though, so that's a little bit suspicious. Maybe because I scouted it. Like, that's actually pretty common to do. With Zerg, you don't need to make, like, a lot of production buildings. You make everything from your hatchery, right? So if you notice that someone scouted your tech, you can easily just ignore the tech and make something else. Because they didn't make 5 starports, you just made 1 spire, right? So it would actually be a pretty decent move for him to do. Now, he is in my base. He's trying to kill a turret here, which is actually a little bit of a surprising move. I think I'm distracting him enough. I'm probably killing a lot of them right now. Oh, no, I actually, my army got blocked instead. That is rough. Guess I'm gonna get a few cyclones up here. Here we go. That's only widow mines, actually. That's a little bit unfortunate. Alright, so he did make 20 mutalisks at once. Sucks that my cyclones blocked each other, else I probably would have locked onto 5 mutas or so at that point. Now, normally against mutas, they need to keep you at home, because if you attack them, they could be in trouble. But I don't know if I can even move out with mass cyclone against... Like, mutas actually trade pretty well against cyclones. So, if you have, like, mass Ling, Baneling, muta, and they have cyclones, it's... I don't know if it's that great. Yeah, that's actually a little bit of a problem here. Gonna bro those mines there. Hopefully we catch the mutas at some point. That would be very nice. Look, I've been misclicking my SCVs a little bit. I've been a bit of a bunch of silly geese around those mineral patches. Now, let me at least make sure to clear the creep here. I feel like at this point, he should probably be making a bunch of Banes. That seems like the most sensible thing to do. Okay. Gonna kill more and more creep, which is nice. Yeah, like, the Baneling surround is freaking terrifying here. Okay, just make sure to evacuate these. I feel like he's being a little bit too shy with the Mutalisks, actually. I think he could be doing a better job with those, actually, like flying into my bases and stuff. But, like, the thing is, if you're paying attention to your mutas, I can't really lock onto them anyway, right? Because you just, like, fly away when you see the cyclones. So, technically, he could always be using the mutas. I know it's APM intensive, but if you play mutas, you are kind of signing up to that APM intense playing style, I want to say. So, it is kind of surprising to me that it's not really happening yet. Oh, that's going to be an easy base. Yeah, okay, so there's a massive Baneling army here. You can see he was trying to go for the surround. It's not quite gonna work though. Oh yes, that's juicy. Oh, this is a really good trade for us, guys. We're getting so many lock-ons for pretty much free here. That is fantastic. I also haven't seen the mutas in a while, so I'm not quite sure what those are up to. Did I kill them on accident? Did they fly into my widow mines maybe? I was actually gonna go for this. That's gonna be a bunch of free units too. Very nice. Yeah, where are the mutas actually? Did they fly here? No. Huh. I mean, I guess I'll just... Oh, now they are. Wait, I'm gonna target fire. Yes! Woo! Oh, 1 HP though. Oh, I needed that one freaking... That's why I burrow 4 mines instead, but the first one actually shot something else. That's unfortunate. Oh, I'm gonna distract. He's distracted. Yep. And that's all the mutas gone, baby. That's fantastic. Oh, they actually got 1 shot too. That was actually pretty satisfying there. Yeah, he is gonna come back for this. I mean, at this point... Okay, this is actually pretty scary, because he's getting a lot of Zerglings here. Let's see. I mean, as long as I get free trades, I'm pretty happy, though. I think he actually misclicked those banelings. Did they even kill a Widowmine? It didn't really look like they did to me. Maybe they did. I feel like there's no way he would have detonated those otherwise, right? So, alright, so the next thing I need to be careful of is just him teching up, really. Like, I feel like, you know, just more of the same stuff is not the most scary thing ever, but if he actually gets Infestors, for example, that could be pretty terrifying. Oh, really good hits there. Oh, actually, I mean, I predicted it. They didn't end up being great hits. I need to micro this like crazy. I have so many Cyclones, actually. I think the Widowmines did just enough for me to be able to just stand there and actually shoot him down. Now, I'm gonna do a move I didn't do before, I think. I think I tried to do this move, but I didn't actually do it. So, here we go. Where's my stuff? Get a few more Widowmines up. Like, if I do it like this, I basically just have a squad that can roam freely without dying. It does make my... Wait, how did that... Did he just rebuild it? In front of my face? That's kind of rude. Oh, this is such a good trade, guys. That's so many Banelings. And at this point, I actually have the Medivacs here. He lost all of those Banelings, guys. No freaking way. That is so huge. And now I know that he's exposed because his entire army is here. Oh, that is rough for him. That's another dead base. I mean, to be fair, on this map, you can take a lot of bases for free. Like, he has... Oh, actually, he's base trading. Okay. Well, then I'm kind of just going for this, I think. Let's see. Okay, this might actually be a bit of a weird one then, guys. Reversal Mind. I mean, I'm going to go for all of his bases, really. You can kill that one. I guess I'll kill this one with these. Do I have enough PS? I think I do. Yeah, that's another dead base. And then that base should be... Oh, not, for some reason, not all of my Cyclones went. That's unfortunate. Okay. But these transfuses! Die, please! What? No freaking way. Wait, did I forget? That's why. I was wondering. That doesn't look normal. Okay. We've been playing this entire game without freaking Macfield, guys. Can you believe it? What a blunder by me. Holy cow. That is actually an insane blunder. I can't believe that. It's all because of the Drilling Claw opening. I'm used to just having it fast. Yeah, I was wondering. I feel like Macfield Cyclones kill stuff way faster than that, but just nothing was dying. If you guys don't know what the upgrade did, my Cyclones are basically doing half damage against the buildings there. Not against all the units, but just against the buildings. So that is obviously pretty insane. Okay, there we go. Wait, he remade his Mutas. Okay. We'll see if it works out for him, I guess. Let's see. I'm just gonna burrow a bunch of mines there. See if it works out. Oh. I mean, he's gonna waste everything on a PF. I really don't mind that, to be honest. I have more bases I can use. There we go. You guys can go there. He might fly into the Widow Mines as well. Oh, no. He's not gonna quite fly into them. There we go. You guys do that. And then we move on to the next base here. There we go. It's actually a game-saving moment for him, by the way, that he didn't have Macfield, because he would have lost those CCs, or those hatcheries rather, 100%. But instead, they actually stayed alive. And now he has somewhat of a fighting chance. Like, this is a full economy base that was saved just because I forgot Macfield. That is actually pretty incredible. Now, how can I... I'm a little bit afraid to go across the map now, just because of the freaking... the muta count, you know. Maybe I should just do another mine drop at the top. I could also totally use some mines with my army, though. I think it's probably still a good move. Try to deny the eco on the left side and move in on the right side at the same time. Now, my eco is actually worse than his now. Just because I lost a few CCs and I lost my 5th base, which is pretty crazy. I think these guys are actually going to come with my army now at this point. That seems like the right move. Or not. Ooh! Oh my god, he had so many. Well, I needed those Widow Mines. Well, actually, I'm killing a decent amount of them. Wait, where did my medevac go? Ah, damn. Yeah. Ooh. That's how good the mutas are against the Cyclones, guys. That's why I needed the Widow Mines. Now, maybe there's a chance here. There's a small chance, I think. Let's see, maybe I can kill a lot of workers here. Oh, it doesn't have boost. Of course it doesn't. Where's my boost out, guys? Come on. Oh! No! Wait, did it actually happen? No, no, it was just over. He actually, if he forgot his mutas and that's why they didn't die, I'm gonna be sad. Oh my goodness, they were just a bunch of overseers that flew in on it. Oh man, that would have been the best moment yet of the show, I think, if that actually happened. Sadly, not this time. Yeah. Can we still win at this point? I'm not sure. I really think we actually lost because of the lack of Macfield. It was just the bases that stayed alive that are now haunting us pretty much. Okay. I mean, I do have enough to contest this. So that is nice. There we go. I'm actually gonna just hunt him down here then. There's a lot of mutas that are gonna die here actually, guys. Yeah, this was not his best move yet, I think. Which is nice for us, of course. But I do have to save my base. Yeah, that's not a planetary. Where's my mineral patches? There we go. Yeah, they have adrenal glands by now, I think. Can I save those? Well, I saved 2, 3, actually. Yeah, at this point he's so rich, he's just starting to send stuff everywhere. I did leave a few widow mines behind, which is nice. I mean, my supply is still decent. I just have absolutely no economy. I do have mules. I think I'm just gonna launch mules like hardcore, and that's gonna be my last fund for the game. I don't think I should try to like keep up in eco or anything like that, but I can try to give it one last push basically. Just going for another base trade. This time I have Macfield. I'm gonna try to only make widow mines here. Does he have this base? No. Okay, that's good. Okay. I'm gonna get this base then. There we go. Yeah, he's just making more and more mutas. I do have a lot of widow mines with this attack, however, so there's a decent chance I'm gonna be able to contest this mutalist count. Get this one. Here we go. Maybe the last base. I think he has one more base, right, basically? Or maybe, no, at this point he might actually have the top right as well. I'm trying to save my widow mines for the mutas. Oh! Oh my, no, one more widow mine is what I needed to actually kill like 7 there. I mean, that trade was actually decent, you know? Maybe I'm not, I have no SCV. Well, actually, I have 30. Maybe I'm not even out of it yet, guys. I feel like there's potential here. Let's see, these guys are gonna move there. Like, the thing is, I am pretty sure he has that base, so that's a little bit annoying. You can burrow there. Oh, these turrets are actually gonna do pretty well for me. Oh my god, I have so many widow mines. I should... Wait, he did it, guys! He actually didn't have the base in the top left. We actually have more economy than him. We've actually made the comeback here, I think. That is insanity. No freaking way. Guys, I really thought he had the base in the top left. That is incredible. 12k resources ahead. Let's see how many freaking mutas he had, though. Like, holy crap. I think it was probably like 30, maybe? 35? It's kind of hard to judge how... Look at the supply, guys. No way. 200 supply against 150. Way down in eco. And we actually managed to come back from this somehow. Oh, but actually, I did kill some stuff with those widow mines, look like. Oh, no, it was actually just 5 overseers. That didn't even die. I killed 3 overseers with that. Okay, that's unfortunate. So we were 50 supply down in eco, but somehow we climbed back. Oh, this is actually crazy. I don't even know how we turned this around completely within 3 minutes. Like, if this was like a 10-minute grind where I slowly take leads, okay, you know. But we turned this around in like 3 minutes. Okay, this was like a big mistake by him. I think he definitely lost, I want to say like 8 mutas there or so. Then he killed my last properly mining base, I want to say. Because this is a 6 mineral patch, and this is... Like, my income actually just sucks. Look at the income here, guys. This is incredible. And he's mining so chill. This base, this base. And I'm sorry to think the only reason he lost here is because he went for the base trade. Right? Because here, he basically kills one base that has... You know, this is not even a mineral patch. Like 4 mineral patches, pretty much. And he lost like 5 bases for it. He didn't kill this one. He didn't kill this one. So after this, we're going to be able to see the economy. Check it out. Yeah, he loses every base besides 1. The mutas are actually... Oh my god, the mines were great. Guys, after this, I'm ahead in supply. And most importantly, look at the income now, you know? I think just because of that brace trade, it was just a massive blunder by him. It seemed a bit questionable to me, but I actually thought it was still going to work out for him. But then he kind of AFK'd his mutas. I never saw them again until the fight. And we actually made a miracle comeback here, which is fantastic. 3 wins in 1 episode, of which 2 against extremely high LMR Zergs. Couldn't have wished for a better one. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. Make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Adios.